Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play some Death Marks. So where we left off, we are starting the chapter 3. We're trying to figure out about this ghost that is leaving marks on people through phone calls. We have to visit the park and the rest area, which we're gonna do probably the rest area first, I guess, and then go from there. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. Yeah, and then that's when we met her. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad. But I'm probably just imagining it. I feel like that dog's calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kind of. We have a dog at home too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's a spirit or ghost or something. Oh, oops. I'm only supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends. People would think I'm weird if I do. Oh, does she have some sort of psychic powers? But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Can she sense the supernatural? I'd always felt like something was different about her from the start. Anyway, mister, I think that's the telephone booth that's in the Hanayome rumors. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside. But the booth is too small for two people. Either I or Suzu will have to go in. Should I go in? No, I'll go in. I can't stand around and make a kid do this. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. It just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation. On the night of 2/8/199X, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info, please notify H Police Department. An assault? Did they kill this bride-to-be, possibly? By assaulting her? This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here. Ooh, here we go. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Oh yeah, the weird noises. Suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Oh god, it's like really bad ASMR. It's giving me too many shivers. Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks a second time. The rumors mention that I should say. I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? It's going exactly as the rumor said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from each shrine. I'll give it a try. Buddha statues, Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me you want a new Buddha. Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Oh God, she's going crazy. Oh, the screeches. Oh, she hung up on me. She said, doesn't my arm already have the mark of the Buddha? What? The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. Must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully. Dully. Like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. She did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. As soon as I leave the booth, Suzu comes up to me. You don't look good. Did something happen in there? I tell Suzu about my conversation with Hanayome. I wonder what's going on. She answered my question okay. Suzu's brow furrows in confusion. Do you want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe some clues are there. Or you can try one more time here. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T apartment in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just leaving. I can't examine this place. So. I tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark, Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she likely will not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. You know why? They probably let me come here so I can save, because I'm sure this last phone booth, there's gotta be like, I gotta be able to talk to her or something to get her to actually answer a viable question. I see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. Guess everyone's already asleep. I'm sure that's the telephone booth from the rumors. Well, now that I'm here. I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. Okay, so I can't follow the rumors with her. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Suzu, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. But it might end up backfiring on me. Oh, okay. Please be careful, mister. Oh, wait 1 second. I have a message from Ida. Oh? Yeah, he says there's new info on Hanayome. Here it is. Suzu hands me a note written by Aita. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I. There's nothing else? No, that's all. Or anything that sounds like I. But Aita said that he was sure it would help. I'll keep it in mind. Suzu returns to the car. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth, too. Just like the one at the rest area. This looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police. She was kidnapped in this area 5 years ago. Okay, so we're putting 2 and 2 together. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? The phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. Now, the weird ASMR. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end. An icy, cold voice speaks. If we defy her, they said. I saw it. You saw that thing of me. What thing of her? Wait, she hung... What? The voice cuts off. Oh my god. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Oh, a life or death choice. Live or die. What do I do? Tell me, how did you see it? I can't say I. With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? A telescope? Okay, we can't say I. We got that. We got that. My own eyes. Eyeglasses, telescope. That's how I've seen it. It sounds like something's searching around outside the phone box. Oh god, she's like outside the phone box. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red? Pink? Green? Wait, they didn't tell me anything about colors? Wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? I think it was red. Maybe pink. Red. Pink. Green. Pink, maybe? Oh, I was safe with pink. Okay. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams? Romance? Love? Which do you choose? Definitely my dreams. Romance? Believe in love. I believe in love. Oh god. Oh no, that was wrong. She doesn't like me anymore. I'm dead. Oh, I survived though, because I had enough points to survive. Oh, that was close. The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Suzu rushes up to me. My mark suddenly started hurting. Did something happen? I tell Suzu about what happened in the telephone booth. I wonder what that was about. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Huh? There's something on the ground. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before. I went into the phone box. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I ask Suzu what they think. Is it a coincidence? Or Suzu worries at her lips. We've gone to all the boxes now, so should we go back? I want to share all this with Ida and Miss Christie. You know what I think it is? I messed up by saying the love thing. I get it. It's kind of obvious because when after reading this, she must have got like stood up or dumped or something happened to where the wedding didn't happen for her. Her love was failed, and she got kidnapped, or maybe she got kidnapped and couldn't do the love that she wanted, or something. Something happened to mess up the love in her life. I want to share all this with Ida and Miss Christie. Yeah, we should probably head back for now. I'm super interested in wanting to figure out what's up. All right, I'm gonna save it. I messed up one question, but I'm actually kind of tempted to restart and maybe see if because I missed one question, so it's kind of annoying me a little bit. We'll see what happens if we continue. Oh, welcome back. Christy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. How did the investigation go? Susan and I tell Christy what we discovered. And you know what else? Christy said that it was as late as 5 years ago, which means there's probably a file in there for this. I see. I can see Christy's mind working. Hey, Mr. Yashiki, you know those posters in that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Ida to help out, too. Go get a move on. All four of us begin reading through files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crimes in H City. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I think I found it. The dates match the posters and the victim's name is Seiko. Suzu lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. Oh wow. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Aita, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. That was the dog spirit that we heard barking. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Aita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos in the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs in. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa in Hanayome's phone boxes. According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by a highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sent a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic, and the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. Sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think it was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those were pictures. And I bet those were pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her, her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Which is why she gets really agitated when you say anything about eyes, or if you were watching. Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Suddenly a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Okay, mister. I'll do my best. Okay, before we go there, another save. I'm gonna do another one as well, just cause. Okay. Back to the forest. She said she went west from the arch. Hearing her speak, I had the impression that she had been raised well, but now that I'm out alone with her like this, it's not just that. She's... how do I put it? This is a little late, but I hope we get along. Should I call you Mr. Yashiki? No, just, Mr. is fine. Having you call me by my first name is kinda... I'm sorry, that was rude of me. That's right, she's strangely mature. Suzu. Is it alright if I call you that? Yes, just Suzu is fine. Oh, okay. So what do your parents do? Yeah, it's kind of out of the blue to ask that, but we might be in some life and death situations. Even if she's just a kid, I'd like to know what kind of person she is.
Right now, I'm only living with my mom. She pushes herself every day.
Pushes herself? Does that mean she's a career woman who works hard at her job? I see. Sorry for the random question.
Not at all.
She lives alone with her mother who works every day. Which means she's basically living alone. That must be why she's so mature. Just then the tires hit a bump in the road. I can see a square gray object in the back seat through the rear view mirror. Is that thing back there yours?
No, that's Aita's. He said it was a CD radio cassette player.
A radio cassette player? Why?
He said we might need music while we drive. Wanna listen to something?
No, I'll pass. Conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent, while Suzu finally speaks up again, it only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction.
This mark. Did Hanayome really do this?
I don't know for sure, but I think that's a natural assumption.
Oh, I guess so.
Suddenly it dawns on me. Why does this kid not want to treat the spirit like it's evil? No, maybe it's just Hanayome specifically. But that would be the best.
What would?
I mean, if Hanayome were really a nice spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
Her grin at me is relieved. I smile back at her stiffly, a weight in the pit of my stomach. If that's really true, then we can't get through this without anyone dying. The problem is, that's impossible. I lightly rub my wrist as I watch Suzu smile out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I really hope so. I'm gonna try and hope and pray that I don't kill people.
Huh? We're gonna go in the forest?
Suzu's understandably terrified. Anyone would be in her shoes. No one wants to go into a dark forest at night. Especially a famous suicide spot. We'll be okay so long as we're careful. I don't believe what I said for a minute. It's just something you say at times like these.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail. Huh? Suddenly Suzu's face stiffens. What's wrong?
Just got cold.
The dog! I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like one. Kicks up the dirt with 4 legs. But it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something?
Mom says you're not supposed to talk nice to dogs like that. She says to be firm, like its master. That's how you train them. If you give it attention, the dog will think it has power over you.
So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly and vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there.
Was it trying to tell us that we should go that way?
Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. Heart grows vividly. A few hours left until death. There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate.
It's really here. Was it trying to tell us about it?
Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Okay. Let's see what we find. Now let's go left. Anything else here besides that? No. I shine the light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd.
Mister, what's that? Something stuck to that tree over there.
I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. Oh, the pictures of her. Oh no. What is this? All thoughts in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing. My brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree. But they're all...
What is this? Why do all the eyes have nails?
It's just as Suzu said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? All of the pictures.
They're all men.
Oh, are these all the people that hurt her? Suzu's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but she may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight.
Is something wrong?
Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk.
You're going to climb the tree?
There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within the reach. It'll be hard to climb up. So... boost my partner up.
If that's all, then... okay, I'll try.
I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach?
Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Nah!
Susie reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm here.
Susie shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Dog collar. A collar? Makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog?
I wonder who threw it away.
Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Enta. How are you supposed to pronounce that? New info was added to the spirit file. The pictures on the tree. Okay. I grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. Looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. All the photos of it are of men. Yeah, we got that. Okay, I don't really have a tool I can mess with this with, so I guess we'll go back. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed toward me.
Well, what should we do?
The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog. But if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. So if it was two men, I'd be essentially dead in the water. Show the collar. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Enta. We know its name. I have to call it, probably. Right? When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me.
Mr. Yashiki, don't move.
But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Stand still. She said don't move. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. Okay. It bares its teeth and growls. I have to stand my ground, she told me. Threaten it loudly. I suddenly yell, threatening it back. Provoked, the dog flies at me. Oh, that was a failure. I thought, I had to stand my ground. Damn it. Dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said, Enta. What should I call it? Oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Senta, Lenta, Senta. Senta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... Oh, I'm dead. So it's not Senta. Maybe Genta? It might be Genta. And maybe it's just kind of faded on the collar. Show the collar. Okay. Stand still. Pat it. In an effort to calm it, I stretch out my hand toward its back. Maybe petting will help. It bolts directly at me as fast as lightning. Oh god, it killed me immediately. Okay, so I have to turn my back to it. So that just didn't seem like the right option, though, to turn my back away from it. Okay. Turn my back to it. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend to not hear it threatening me. Oh, now it makes sense because of, like, eyes not looking at it. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. Yeah, now it makes more sense to me. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. Alright, the name. Enta. Let's go with Genta. Try that. Genta. I mutter the name. Okay, it was Genta. The dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. I hope it doesn't attack again.
I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for.
You're right. It wanted the collar. For whatever reason. Get into the dog. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. A bunch of mannequins. Silhouettes swing in the shadows of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread.
Are those people?
Susie gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. Oh, they're mannequins. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank, or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins.
Oh, okay.
Susie replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Wait, what? Okay, what is this? It has something in its left hand. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. Ooh, nice. Okay. The doll swings uneasily. A male doll is hanging from the tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Okay, let's just go forward then. Genta's back.
It's that dog.
Suzu, be careful.
No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore.
It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. Huh? After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand.
You're going to dig here?
I don't think we'll need any tools. Please.
Oh, okay.
In silence, we kneel in this forest, in the middle of the night, and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. That lady's body. Distracted. I look down on what we dug up. No, that's a man's shirt, right? What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old.
Is that a corpse?
Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact and not the corpse is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly, and then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The notes deteriorate, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. Once assault you. Now you rest in peace. The husband. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest you passed away. New song. Won't listen. Have it. What? Yeah. Because they said the husband went missing. He killed all of the people that beat her and then killed himself and died here. The note ends there. Got 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The last. Oh, is there someone still alive? The voice falls silent. The last. Wait a second, the last what?
Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything.
It's nothing, sorry. Just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info was added to the spirit file. Unidentified suicide victim. You know, I really hope Aita's not a murderer. I'm like getting like a suspicious assumption that he might be one of the people that did something bad. God, I don't like him from this angle. Charm song. An old cassette tape found buried with the corpse in the forest. It had been wrapped in a plastic bag. The words charm song can be read on the smudge. The words echo ballad can be read on the smudge, and the word my can be read on the smudge. My charm song echo ballad, maybe?
What a sad woman. Her grudge against the world turned her into Hanayome. This is indeed the case. You may find a clue in the forest.
What I want to do is play those tapes. If possible. It would kind of be cool. I believe we're supposed to look... Oh, yeah, to the west. I got you. My bad. Wait. I grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. Looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. I have the cassettes, right? These are the cassette tapes. I take out the tape charm song, but what do I do with it? Why can't I pull these off? I guess maybe I need an item to do so. Because those are the cassette tapes that go to the cassettes that we just found, right? Maybe? I don't know. The last. Their beloved pet. If I could manage to connect all of this together when I face Hanayome. He wanted his fiancée to hear the last song. Right. What's that other area we can go to? Oh no, it's just Cujo and the Force. See, it's also got me wondering, like, should I bring that dude? I also have the sneaky suspicion that I shouldn't. I don't know why. Okay. Back to the forest. The last is what they tell him. What is this? Something that... I push the grass aside and pick it up. Worn out... I mean, I'm glad to take it, but it's not what I wanted. Definitely missing something, but I don't know what. I know it has to do with this tree. I grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. It looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. Or maybe I need the big dude to even play them, possibly. Because he's the one that did have the tape recorder. Like, the thing is his, apparently. Let's go get him and see if that's the case. Oh, I keep... My bad. Okay. So let's take him to the pictures and see if maybe something happens there. Nothing? Hmm. Like, I can't get it from the car. I feel like they should let me. Or at least talk to them. So I can try and get it. You know what it probably is, so we probably gotta use them against her. When we, like, get everything figured out. Does the... I'm so, like, lost. I know I'm missing something. I just don't know what. Oh my god. How do I feel mad at myself. How did I miss that right there? I feel around in the blades of grass. Got an instant camera. I've hit the switch before I realized and a red light appears. Apparently that means that the flash can be used. Okay. Does it still work? Yeah, looks like it. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in the bag. I decide it's wise to not mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? Okay. Okay, so we found a flashlight, not flashlight, a camera. Instant camera. To see is to perceive light. An instant camera. Do I try and use it on this? I take out the camera, but what do I do with it? Oh no, I can't use it on this. Okay. Maybe something might have changed. Oh, okay. Oh, it's time already. Mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left. Gah. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Crap, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. A mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rear view mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slight tilted. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. I had just tape players laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Oh no. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Oh God. Is the mark messing with my head? What's happening? Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? Am I, like, stuck in this, like, loop? No matter how I turn, I end up at the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight. I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze, no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? To a highway? To T Apartments? To T Mountain. T Apartments was where she was taken. T Mountain was... T Mountain was where they found her, like, shambling around. And I don't know if we want to go to a highway. Let's go to T Mountain. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of the situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns, as if it was laying in wait for me. I also just figured because T Mountain is near the forest, so it's not like... I don't think it'd be pointless as like going to the where the apartments is. I probably can't even get there. In the end, we're back here. Yo, the phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. The market. Oh, here we go. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. We got Aito's radio cassette player in the bag, holding Seiko's memories at the ready. Here we go. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. Play your ASMR. Oh, here she comes, here she comes. Look at her, look at her. Oh God, look at her eye. Okay, okay. Live or die. What do we do here? I don't know. What's the choices? You saw, didn't you? I know you saw it. The spirit is right behind me. What should I do? Take a picture with the camera. I quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. Spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Oh my God. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there looking down at me. Here's the fight. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Play the tape labeled Charm Song. Echo Ballad. I don't know. Play the tape labeled My. I stick My into the tape player and press the play button. I don't know this one. Spirit responds to the song. Was that good? The spirit quietly drifts closer. Charm Song. Stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the play button. Listen often. Spirit responds to the song. Oh my God. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? She listened often to Charm Song. Echo Ballad. I love... The spirit responds to the song. Oh my god. Let me listen to the newest. Because she's never heard my. It has to be my. I stick my into the tape player and press the play button. Yes. That song was finished. The dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Again, is this where you've been? Let's go. He's waiting. We did it. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. Nice. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone. Suzu is back to normal, but their marks are gone. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Yo. The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. Crap. Pick it up. I'm picking it up. Hello? Just be a fake out. On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman. I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me. Was that Seiko? Was that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. You know what it is? I think these fake out seem to probably would do something else if I kill them, the ghost, in like a certain way. I step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. I know, low battery. I will charge you in a second. Welcome back, Yashiki. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. I awaited your return, Lord Yashiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations, though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Yashiki, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. It says Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how H Shrine was built in its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about 8 shrines. Goshintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. The shrine has two, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Nenjibutsu. The Nenjibutsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in each city. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. That's our prime suspect then. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from 8 Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at 8 Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into, at least. Before I forget, you should take these 2. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest.
Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to go see my dad.
You need to go somewhere to see him?
My mom and dad got divorced.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady.
I understand. You don't have to say more. I guess Susie's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young.
I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad was.
I see. I hope you get to see him.
Me too.
Okay, good night. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So if something had happened to her, I just...
He's harmless. He's a harmless, just otaku weirdo.
Well, hey, are you alright? So glad she's okay. Whoa. The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Whoa.
I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight.
There's no reason for you to stay any longer.
You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here.
You said it.
But I'm grateful for all this too. Gave me time to rethink life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. But I'm off to bed. Night. Now then, Lord Yashiki, please find me when you're ready. Farewell.
truth behind Hanayome. The song and her fiance's love finally reached Seiko. I'd like to think it's because of us and Genta. I hope their tragic tale has finally come to a close. Some things still don't add up. How did Hanayome suddenly get the power to bestow the mark? The answer might lie with the Buddha statue stolen from H Shrine. The files in the garage mentioned the Buddha statue were stolen from H Shrine 50 years ago, right? During the period of chaos, following the end of the war. Is there a connection? It's more, a year-old interview says someone witnessed a woman in white carrying a headless Buddha statue on the street called Manho Road. Maybe I should look into that next. Okay. Well, let's end this chapter then. And that is the end of Hanayome. Chapter 3 is down. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. Hope you guys enjoyed. On the next part, we start chapter 4. And our next batch of mark bearers, probably.